What's up, co-reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Listen, Maci Bookout is always in some sort of financial trouble, you guys. It really feels or seems to be that way. I need her to hire a financial manager, planner, advisor, accountant, whatever you want to call it, and ASAP before she just ruins her entire financial future. Because guess what? Teen Mom as a franchise is over. I have another video coming up about that, but basically the ratings are trash like they were trash last season. And there might even be more trash. They actually are more trash this season, which we will get into in that other video, right? So these girls really need to shape up and start preparing the rest of their lives because that gravy train is curdling. It's coming to an end. It's expiring. And guess what is coming out about Maci Bookout right now? According to In Touch magazine, our favorite Tennessee ginger has found herself in some financial debt, some tax debt for what appears to be the second or maybe third time now, right? I can't. Like, she's supposed to be a really like smart girl, a really like ambitious girl. Like, wasn't that her whole shtick on Teen Mom? How she was like an overachiever and just super intelligent. Meanwhile, she seems to be one of like the least intelligent when it comes to money. Sidebar: I haven't really heard of Janelle Evans like owing the tax man like that. But meanwhile, this girl, this is the second or third time I'm hearing about her owing back taxes. Right? The first time we ever heard about it was maybe here In Touch is saying that she owed the IRS $78,000 in 2011, right? So 12 years later, here she is owing a total of $16,000 in taxes. Listen, at face value, 16,000 for someone who's making as much as Maci Bookout is making on the show, which is like, you know, anywhere from 500,000, 700,000, who knows. It's not that much. You can pay it off. But just like I mentioned, the show is on its way out the door, right? Which means 16,000. Yeah, it was once upon a time pocket change for her, but now she needs to start looking at that sort of money a lot more carefully and closely because it's not going to keep flowing into her house the way it's been flowing into her house over the past, like, what, 12, 13, 14 years or so, right? I'm really disappointed to hear this latest news from her. And I'm truly wondering what is going on because Maci Bookout, she came from a good family. We saw her home on 16 and Pregnant. Like, her parents are successful. So how have they not helped her set up her financial like kind of team, right? Unless she's got a financial team and the financial team is screwing her over, like something needs to give and something needs to change. She really needs someone to kind of like structure her finances for the future because this show is done. I'm just stunned that I'm hearing about this from her again. I think there's another person who owes taxes right now. It was Leah. She owes a lot of money in taxes. It's like she never even paid or something like that. So it's very sad. It worries me for these girls because, you know, yeah, of course they can make like influencer deals on Instagram, this, that, and the other, but even that like landscape is changing, right? Like the brands are not paying on Instagram or the this or the that the way that they used to be. So, you know, they really have to start looking out for themselves. I know that Maci did ultimately end up completing some sort of a degree. I think it was in public relations or something like that. She claims to have a marketing company. So I hope she's keeping a good eye on that. But here's the thing. How do you have a marketing company, you've got a t-shirt company, and then you've got your like, you know, your contracting job for MTV, but you can't manage money? Now I'm wondering about her company finances. Are we going to hear that her companies are not paying their taxes either? I don't know. I'm getting really worried about this girl. She's sounding like she's not too bright when it comes to handling her income. And I think that that's something that is going to get her in a lot of trouble moving forward. One thing that's quite curious about this is that I don't hear about her husband, Taylor, owing money. Perhaps they are filing their taxes separately, married but separate. So he's getting his taxes handled, which to me means like, okay, like, are you guys not talking about your taxes, Taylor? Are you not encouraging Maci? Are you not sharing an accountant, like at the very least, or something like that, to make sure that she's getting her stuff paid? Or is she just not wanting to pay right now because she is overspending and then hoping to make that money back and pay it off later? I don't know, but I really do want to kind of hear her perspective on this, you know, like I think this is an interesting storyline, Macy. Why do you keep ending up owing taxes, right? What's happening? Maybe, instead of this new, what is this new storyline she's got going on? I forgot. She had PCOS, and then she's got something else going on. But I wanna see Macy get right financially, and I think that could help a lot of viewers watching the show as well, right? Because I think a lot of people are, unfortunately, and it's a harsh word, but I'm not thinking of another word right now, but unfortunately a little bit ignorant when it comes to handling taxes, filing taxes, as an employee versus as a contractor versus as a business owner. So I think that Macy talking about that sort of thing, she doesn't have to reveal how much she's making, obviously. But I think her kind of talking to someone and learning about how to like structure these sorts of things might be worth her while as a storyline. I do think it would be more interesting than whatever this new stuff is that she's got going on. I don't even know what the new illness is that she has as a storyline on the show. Like I know that she said that like doctors don't take it seriously, but I forgot what it is. Oh, breast implant illness. Yes, I think that learning about taxes and financial management is going to be more interesting and important to people than learning about silicone boobs. I think that it's still important and well, it's not that interesting, but I think it is nice to warn young girls and women about the dangers of boob jobs and silicone boobs and whatnot and plastic surgery. But I think that the financial stuff could be interesting too, if she's ever in the market for another storyline, right? Guys, what do you think about this? Are you surprised to hear about Macy owing the tax man yet again? Or do you think at this point she kind of just doesn't really care and is doing her own thing? Also, why is she constantly owing Uncle Sam? Meanwhile, her husband Taylor is doing just fine. He's always in the green. Doesn't that kind of like worry you a little bit? Like, how is this married couple not really talking about finances on that level? Why are they not both making sure that they're going to be okay? Like, I know it seems like they're filing separately, right? Because he's not in trouble, but I think it still behooves Taylor to make sure that Macy is handling her taxes properly, because now with her being in debt, that affects the entire household, right? And it just continues to add up, add up, add up, add up. And eventually, when the show gets canceled, that debt might be way too burdensome for them to carry, right? And then Taylor has this new business where he's like investing in real estate and whatnot. And you need to have good credit for that. You need to have a good debt to income ratio. And I think that Macy's kind of like debt situation might pose a problem for him in the future. So I really do think that it's important for him to take a look at what's going on with her and try to see how he can help her straighten things out, because this is just it's not going to end well. This needs to stop being a consistent theme for Macy. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.